Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, Steven Crowder of Louder with Crowder Mug Club Change My Mind fame announced a few days ago that he's going through a divorce with his wife. And in his announcement, he stated that Candace Owens of the Daily Wire is attempting to extort him for information. I read something about Candace Owens having Steven Crowder's ex-wife, I don't know how long they are in the process, on her show to basically spill the beans about their relationship and the fallout, which I've seen a lot of people, they seem like excited about that. The meme I saw a lot was people saying like, all the worst people you know are fighting sort of deal. And there's like, I get being excited at infighting because like leftist infighting is very common, and conservative infighting, at least, it doesn't hit the forefront very often with very prominent figures. So some people are really excited about that, but I'm not really making a video about Steven Crowder's personal drama. I mean, breakups are hard to deal with. I've never been divorced, but I can imagine that's like a level of difficulty, emotional toil that, yeah. The thing I really want to point out is even with all their infighting, these two people, these groups, they're working towards the same goals. So with Steven Crowder's side, in his announcement video on Rumble when he talked about the divorce that's happening, for like a minute rant in his video, he was talking about how in the state of Texas, since his wife just wants to divorce him for any reason, she can. And it seems like he really resents that fact that no fault divorce is legal. If you don't know what no fault divorce means, that just means if you're unhappy with your partner, you can divorce them. You don't need to have like a adultery situation or like a violation of your marital bonds. If you grow apart, if someone changes something fundamental about themselves, you can divorce your partner. I think that's okay. I think that's a fine law to have because, yeah, you shouldn't be forced to stay with somebody. That's not love. If you're not happy with someone, if they refuse to change or listen to your problems, don't stay with them. Now, Steven Crowder is ranting about that while there are representatives in Louisiana actively going after no fault divorce. This has been something that's been like whispered about since August of last year, 2022, and now it's actually becoming law or attempting to become law. It's taking away rights from women is what's happening with that. Now, with Candace Owens' side, and I don't watch much of her content, sometimes little clips of her will show up on my Twitter. I'm not a big Daily Wire enjoyer, but from what I've seen with her, she's been going on rants about the 19th Amendment and repealing that, which, if you don't know what that is, that's women's right to vote. Again, taking away rights from women as law. And I don't understand that. And I think for someone, for you watching this, you've probably seen GOP representatives saying, oh, we're the party of small government. We want the government out of your business. And, the Democrats are communists because they want to pass laws and regulations that affect your life. But you have Republicans actively looking to pass legislation to hinder the rights of people in this country. That's the rhetoric that they push. It's all boundaries and hard stops for people who live here and want to live their lives. I since I've made this, I don't know how old I was when I started noticing this, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not saying the Democrats are any better, but it's like when you make your whole point of your party that you want the government out and all you do is pass laws to force the government in, why should I take you seriously? Like, I don't understand why there's such a fervent fan base for these people. Like, it's all hypocrisy. But, you know, they'll pretend they're infighting while actively pushing real legislation that harms real Americans. So, the next time you see one of these conservative commentators fighting with one of their friends, maybe take a step back and look at what they're not saying. Look at why this might be a distraction for the very real harm that this rhetoric causes. I'm not sure what sort of future fighting is going to happen between these two groups. I know they already had their backlash because Crowder didn't want to take $50 million for 4 years of work. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens, and I guess the next time there's fallout between them, y'all try to have a good day.